JPMorgan just officially
sounded the alarm. XRP holders, please listen.
Sounded the alarm, and we have to talk about this because
like JPMorgan, one of the biggest companies in XRP, would be absolutely amazing, right? That's what would really make me consider, wow, like look at this XRP getting, on the mainstream news. Fed rate cut starting September. This is something I've been telling you guys for a long while. And yeah, here it is. Bank expect four quarter point cuts this year. And we kind of all expect it, right? We kind of all expect that price bump at that level.
Bank expects 4 quarter point cuts this year, bringing rates to 3.25 to 3.5% range. Labor market weakness and Trump's pressure drive accelerated timeline predictions as well. Check this out.
All right, Fox News Alert now as we take a look at the markets with just a couple hours left in trading. The Dow is up 223 points. This says JPMorgan is now forecasting an interest rate cut in September and 4 more by the end of the year. Okay, so markets are taking all of this in. In the meantime, Charles Payne is here to make sense of this. Charles Payne of making money.
Yeah.
Because people are looking to make.
Like, I kind of feel like we all predict those rate cuts in September, right? But how many and how much is it going to pump XRP? Because I did predict like small rate cuts would definitely be very nice. But it really depends on where XRP goes from here. Labor market weakness and Trump pressure drive accelerated timeline prediction. I don't feel like Trump is really making, the pressure, because the rate cuts are its own thing. They're its own entity. And anyone can decide, on its own if they're going to do the rate cuts or not. But because the economy is looking so good right now, and hopefully nothing crashes it, that's what's really going to save it.
Money in this environment. And it seems, even when we ran our very unscientific poll on our show Twitter account, what is most concerning to you right now? Is it prices? Is it employment? Overwhelming majority said it's interest rates coming down. So do you believe that this is the case, that we're going to see several cuts by the end of the year?
Absolutely. Everything changed on Friday morning at 8:30 when those job numbers came down and those revisions came down.
Like those job numbers, again, the job numbers here are best in the history. That's why XRP rose so much.
Because right at that point, the consensus was September, there's maybe a 30% chance of a rate cut. Overwhelmingly, everyone sees that. Now, if you talk about 4, that means there's going to be at least 150 basis point cut. That starts to add a sense of urgency. That really tells you, by the way, if the Fed has to do
like 0.75 would like pump the markets, 23%, 15%, who knows? The most important factor is people have been waiting for rate cuts for a long time now. And with no change, it really makes you think like XRP could be heading for another rally when these get, announced. So there's going to be so many things in September that I'm excited about for XRP.
That will really be so damning for Jay Powell, because his position, anytime they have to do more than 25 basis points, it means that they're behind, right? It will sort of cement the notion that, Jay Powell was late yet again. And to your point, why do so many people care? This is what makes me so angry with the Federal Reserve. They always look at us as a whole nation. Small businesses, we have to refinance under these higher rates this year. Many can't do it. They can't make payroll. So you have small businesses that are hurting. You have individuals that are hurting. We just got a couple days ago from the New York Fed delinquency rates. All of them are spiking.
The reason why they didn't change it and why XRP still pumped is very powerful. So this is the main reason why they didn't change it, is for a very simple reason. They didn't feel like there's a need to change it. Because look at what exactly what happened. They didn't change it and the market still pumped. Now that means bullish to me. The market still pumped after no change. So yeah, XRP has way more potential than we can imagine if it goes up after the no change rate cuts. And Jerome Powell is waiting for more data. So I don't blame him. Like, a lot of people want to see the markets pump. Everybody loves to see the markets pump. But Jerome Powell survived literally 2 recessions, which is what a lot of people don't realize, is how important it is to actually go ahead and, say, let's take a step back, let the markets recover a bit, and then go for another rally before we enter a full-on recession from that.
This has been my thought process along the way as well. I keep telling you guys that the CME group is the one to watch for any Fed rate cut decision. 38 days away, 88.9% chance of a rate cut in September. October, 96% and 99.3% in December. We are going to see 3 rate cuts back to back here. September, October.
3 rate cuts would be basically 3 mini rallies. So again, it's a very important factor that a lot of people don't realize.
October and December, in my opinion. This is going to cause an eruption across the board for the market. The Fed is going to cause a crazy surge here. JPMorgan just sounded the alarm. I know that we typically don't listen to what JPMorgan is telling us, but in this case, this is something that we need to listen to because this is something that we have in front of us. We have the data in front of us. There's no
like 3 rate cuts. Again, we didn't see any rate cuts and the markets were not looking good. So 2024, Trump got elected, crypto getting approved, ETFs, all of that. Like, remember how we had 2022 drops? We could literally convert that and we beat that. We destroyed the loss. Like, the lawsuit was over and we still saw, huge growth already. So what will happen with the positive news is we might see even a further uptrend up for XRP. So I'm really excited for September. September really keeps me hopeful of exactly news like that. Not only do we have crypto bills, not only do we have ETFs, not only do we have rate cuts, we are going to probably have tons of more announcements on that plan. And there's a ton of stuff I haven't even mentioned, real world asset collaborations. There's just so much to talk about in XRP, right? And that's what really made me excited. There is tons and tons coming. So yeah, XRP is just getting started and September is going to be the big news.